What's going on, everyone? I'm Daniel Rodriguez, and I'm here to review WWE Payback 2016. Now, over the past few days, I've been reviewing Royal Rumble, Fastlane, WrestleMania 32, of course, all leading up to SummerSlam, which is later today. My predictions should already be up on the channel, and I'm super excited, man. So I've been, for the past 3 days, just watching all the pay-per-views for 2016 so far, man, and it's just, you know, JBL and Michael Cole doing a bunch of stupid comments and shit, but it's a fun time, man. It's great to get back into wrestling. It's been a while since I've seen it, catching up on the storyline, kind of getting all that, and it's super exciting. So here we go, you know, WrestleMania 32, some disappointing things on it. You guys can check out my review on the channel, of course, for all that. Royal Rumble, I still think Royal Rumble's probably at the right now was the best pay-per-view out of Fastlane and WrestleMania 32. That's just my personal opinion. So let's get on to Fastlane. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and let's get right on to it. Alright, starting off Payback, we have Enzo and Big Cass versus the VOD villains, or Vlad villains. What a joke, man. They make me laugh all the time when I see them. They're like, the old days and why yada. But yeah, that's them, you know, bada bing, bada boom, realest Cass in the room, you know, and you can't teach that. Enzo and Big Cass, man. I love Enzo and Big Cass, they're awesome. Anyway, Enzo's just amazing. My name is Enzo Amore. Just the way he does it all. Anyway, I can't rate this match. Also, my rating system is out of a 5. I keep on forgetting to say that. 1 is bad, 2 is okay, 3 is good, 4 is great, and 5 is awesome. Now, I can't rate this one because Enzo ended up getting a concussion during the match. The match was cut short, and it was right when I saw it, before they did the replay and everything, he ends up hitting the second rope, and he hits his head on the back of the mat, and then he ends up falling out of the ring. And right when I saw it, I was like, that's too quick, because he went quick. That was literally like that. And I saw his eyes roll back. And the New Day were out there, and they were sitting down and everything and eating pizza and stuff. And it's crazy because that, you know, it's a real life incident. It's not a character thing. It's not part of the WWE. It's an actual Enzo got hurt, man. It's a sad thing. He ended up getting a concussion, I believe, taking a few months off or something, or something like that. So I can't rate the match. The match was only like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. I'm pretty sure Enzo and Cass would have won because the VOD villains or whatever. Who cares for them? Anyway, I don't even think they've won a match. I may be wrong, but have they won a match? I don't even know. I don't even know if they're just a joke. The characters, I'm not talking about the wrestlers themselves. I'm pretty sure they're talented guys, but I wouldn't be in the WWE just like WWE being like, you're gonna play these characters. Oh, that sucks. Get booed at all the time and stuff like that. But like look ridiculous and everything with a fake mustache and shit. No. Nah, man, I ain't doing that. But Enzo and Big Cass, man. Enzo got a concussion again, so it was what a way to start off Payback 2, man. I feel bad because you know, I pay-per-view. Let's go. We're starting off concussion. So much love to Enzo and Big Cass. Hopefully, and I you know, realest guys in the room, they would have won that match. So. Next up was Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. In this match, I was ready for it. You know, I was kind of like, okay, it's going to be cool because it's a personal feud. And we felt that kind of at WrestleMania 32 when they were in the first match and the, you know, getting for the Intercontinental Championship. You felt that anger between them and everything. And now we get to go one-on-one with them. And I was disappointed with the match. It was very slow. It just, you know, from a match for me, you know, and I've seen so many matches, of course, as probably you as well, obviously, if you're watching this video. But, you like to say fluid, you know. This match was just too slow. I mean, I love when they went at each other, and I love the feud. Don't get me wrong. I think I've seen them. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn is better if they're in a larger group. If it's just them against each other, I thought it would have been amazing, but it just wasn't it for me, man. The match was slow. It had just this boringness to it. Yeah, sure, they had those moments where the crowd went clapping, and I got, like, there were a few stunts that they did. Sami Zayn's an awesome man. Like, he could really do awesome flips and everything, and Kevin Owens is a brutal guy, man. Very brutal. Honestly, I think one of the best matches out of the year was Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens at Royal Rumble. That was one of the best matches this whole year itself. But Kevin Owens, man, he went hard on Sami Zayn, and, you know, every now and then, but I've seen Kevin Owens do better, and I've seen Sami Zayn do better as well, but I say I like seeing them larger in groups, seeing them larger in a, you know, a 6-man group or something and fighting all at once. That's when they're more hardcore together. But yeah, they did a few cool things in the match. after that, Kevin Owens ended up winning. Sami Zayn lost, so I was kind of like, oh, you know, because I like Sami Zayn, but I also like Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens is a funny guy. But the thing is right after Sami Zayn ends up losing, Kevin Owens ends up going to the commentator table, and the next match that's going on, he's going to be with Michael Cole and JBL, and you gotta love Kevin Owens, dude. He is great at some good comebacks. So for the match itself between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, a 2 out of 5. So the next match was for the Intercontinental Championship. Of course, Kevin Owens was it a few months ago, so he's very interested. He wants his belt back. Our champion, The Miz, versus Cesaro. And it was a really great match, man. They went all out on it. I mean, Cesaro is a fantastic athlete, dude. He is awesome. This is the first time where I actually saw him shine, and he rocked my world, man. Like, Cesaro and his uppercuts and everything, like, he's really amazing at what he does. And Kevin Owens' commentary just made it more better. It's rewatch, like, it has so much replay value of hearing Kevin Owens commentate over it and just doing jokes and shit. So I really do enjoy that a lot. The Miz did a few things, you know, but I thought Cesaro versus The Miz was a really great match. They put up a lot of energy. The crowd loved it. I felt it. I loved it too. And then afterwards, sadly, Cesaro ended up losing to The Miz, but then Sami Zayn comes out and he just goes out and attacks Kevin Owens, and it made it all much better, because outside the ring and then inside the ring, it was a perfect combination. But sadly, The Miz ended up winning. I would love to see Cesaro as the Intercontinental Champion, but it was still just a great fluid freaking match, man. So 4 out of 5. After that, we have Chris Jericho, Y2J versus Dean Ambrose, man, the lunatic himself. And I enjoyed this match a lot. I thought it was a really good match. I love Chris Jericho. If you haven't heard Talk is Jericho, I think it's called Talk is Jericho. Talk is Jericho, baby. It's awesome, dude, because he's not talking as Chris Jericho, the character. He's talking as Chris Jericho himself, so that was a great thing. And don't worry, him and Dean Ambrose are actually cool guys. They're buddies, obviously. It's all part of characters, obviously. Don't know why I'm telling you this. I'm talking like little kids or something. Yeah, obviously they're good pals, man. And the thing is the way that they wrestle, and I love this because Jericho's always done this, even since I was young, is where he always stalls. He goes out of the ring, and then he's like, and then Dean Ambrose comes out and they're running after each other, and then they go back into the ring, and then Jericho gets him, he stuns him, and then Ambrose does a counter and everything. So I thought it was a really good match, man. It was fun. Jericho still could do a few flips, man. I'm actually surprised because he got a little chubby, chubby wubby up in there, man. So I'm surprised he could still do a few good flips in him, man. Dean Ambrose, of course, he's a lunatic, he's crazy, he does a lot of cool things too. I love Ambrose, I love Jericho, and it's a great combination. They put up a fight, and Jericho lost, as always. Jericho always loses, but Ambrose won, and it was a match that really made Payback fun for me, so 3 out of 5. Next up, we have Charlotte versus Natalya, and of course, Bret the Hitman Hart comes out. He's with Natalya, I mean on the side, not in the fight or anything, and then Ric Flair, of course, with Charlotte, as always. Woo! Oh man, this fight was, honestly, it was okay. I seen Charlotte. I mean, Charlotte did awesome, but honestly, I like Natalya. I think she's a cool person. I've seen her in Total Divas, and she's cool and all, but she's not really a great wrestler. So I rather would have saw Charlotte versus Becky Lynch, or Charlotte versus Sasha Banks, or Brie Bella, or anyone else. But Natalya, like, she did a few cool things in the match and all, but it was just a slow match, and I was kind of thinking, what's Bret thinking? I know he thinks his niece is good and everything. She's okay. I mean, she's not horrible. Charlotte's better than Natalya, I gotta say. She is. And the thing is that the Montreal screw job happened again and all that, where the referee is like, ring the bell, and then she didn't even tap out. Natalya didn't tap out, and then like she lost the match and shit like that. So that happened. So I thought that took me by surprise. I was like, is this part of the story, or is this guy being real? But it shocked everyone there in the audience. But then Bret ended up hitting Ric Flair and put him in the sharpshooter, but just the way that they had it done, like Ric Flair's tapping 1 second later, and he's like, and then like he's doing a funny face and everything, and then it takes Natalya like 6 seconds to get Charlotte into the sharpshooter, and then she's like tapping, and they're like, we've seen it before where there's been two people tapping at the same time and stuff like that. But hey, I mean, I guess it works. But again, it was a slow match, kind of hair pulling a lot. That's it, kind of slowness up down. So 2 out of 5. Next up, they have a slow frickin' segment that they didn't have to do, and all about this general manager Raw and SmackDown, and Shane McMahon, Vince McMahon, and Stephanie McMahon all out there, and he's, you know, Stephanie, boo, Shane, yay! I go for Shane all the way. Stephanie is a bootylicious woman, she's cool, but you know what I'm saying, like, it was just too slow. I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, this is a pay-per-view, man. You know, this is like some Monday Night Raw crap. Like, you know, waste your time on Monday Night Raw doing this 15-minute segment. When it's a pay-per-view, we want to see fights. We don't want to see, you know, and it's cool to see Vince McMahon come out. But I would understand them doing it, but don't take 15 minutes, you know, just, you want to manage Monday, like, obviously, it's more of a, you know, people managing, that's more of a behind-the-scene type of shit than coming out and doing it in public and stuff like that. So I just wasn't a big, you know, I thought it was the most boring out of the whole Payback was just that segment. And it goes on to the main event, so let's get on to that one there. And on to the main event of Payback, we have the phenomenal one, AJ Styles versus Roman Reigns. This match was disappointing, but no need to fear. The next pay-per-view after this was Extreme Rules, and they did a rematch and everything, and it was 10 times better. 10 times better. But for here, it was back and forth. Roman winning, AJ winning, Roman winning, AJ winning. And then, you know, it was mostly these interruptions, and then he got, I don't know who got counted out. Was it AJ Styles? He got counted out, like 10. And then they ring the bell, and then Shane McMahon comes out, and he's like, something like, oh, no, it was no disqualifications. He got hit in the balls or something. I think Roman Reigns got hit in the balls, or AJ Styles got hit in the balls. And then he's like, no disqualifications. And then Stephanie McMahon comes out later, and she's like, no countouts or whatever. It's a free zone, shit like that. So I didn't dig it. I didn't dig, you know, you know, the whole Shane, Stephanie stuff. And I thought it was interesting. But yeah, AJ Styles, you know, I've seen him better. I mean, he was good in this match, don't get me wrong. He did some cool flips, and him versus Roman Reigns, that was interesting. But Extreme Rules, their rematch was way better, like way 100 times better. So this is the main event, you know, it's a 2 out of 5. It was okay. It wasn't amazing, wasn't great, wasn't that good. It was just okay, you know, had a few entertaining moments and spots in there. But overall, I was not a fan of Payback that much. Listen, I thought the Royal Rumble was a great pay-per-view, great way to start off this year for WWE. Then Fastlane, I thought that fell flat on its face, you know, multiple times during that pay-per-view. I didn't like Fastlane that much. Thought it was okay. WrestleMania, I thought it was good. But this, again, it's like Fastlane. This is like Fastlane 2.0. It was okay. A lot of the matches just fell flat. They were boring most of the time. The Divas match wasn't that well either. Just little stuff that happened that in the segment that went on. At Fastlane, they had Edge and Christian come out, which I love Edge and Christian, but it took so much time. At this pay-per-view, they had McMahon's come out. The segment took so much time. And that's the problem. Like, there are moments in here that bored me where it has no replay value. There in the main event wasn't that strong. It wasn't that amazing. It wasn't that, you know, it didn't grab me all the way, man. So overall, I'm giving Payback 2016 a 2.5 out of a 5. It was just okay. It's an okay pay-per-view. There are a few fun moments in there, definitely. I think one of my favorite matches out of this whole pay-per-view is Cesaro versus The Miz. I think that was kind of the biggest thing for me there, really. And then Jericho versus Ambrose. I guess those were the only things that were super huge to me. But other than that, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget, SummerSlam review later today, as well as the predictions should be up, so you guys can check that out as well. Until next time, you guys could hit that like button if you enjoyed. You could comment down below, tell me what you guys thought about Payback. I'd like to hear your thoughts, and you could subscribe for more. Share with your friends. Till next time, bye-bye.